Hey, it's your boy Ed from the Forest Preserves, and today I'm going to ask the question, how long does it take to decompose? With me today is Jack.
Hi.
And Lucy, a couple of Forest Preserve volunteers. And first of all, I'm going to ask them to define the word decompose. Jack, can you tell me what it means to decompose?
Yeah, decompose, it means to break down and disperse.
Right, so it's when something breaks down, it's a biological process. If you leave something out in the woods, how long is it going to take until it returns to the woods, basically? Bacterial will come break it down and whatnot. Everything around us is going to break down eventually and decompose if you just leave it to be to the natural elements. The table, shoes, some food, it all eventually decomposes. But some things decompose a lot faster than other things. So for our game today, our activity, I've come up with a bunch of different household items, and I'm going to ask Jack and Lucy to try to figure out how long each of these things will decompose. So you can see our timeline here goes from 2 to 4 weeks all the way down to 1,000 years. So I'm going to hand out a few of these items to Jack and Lucy. We got a cigarette butt, and they're going to start putting it in where they think it goes. Aluminum can, a plastic bottle, wool sock, milk carton, paper towel, paper bag, banana peel, fishing line, who did I give to us? Leather boots,
Thank you.
a diaper, orange peel,
Thank you.
plastic bag, and an apple core. So go ahead and start putting those where you think it belongs. And while they do that, I'm going to talk about a couple of the ways you can prevent. One of the worst things you see ever is when you go past a forest preserve and you see a lot of litter or something. So if you want to volunteer, you can go to our website and volunteer to help come clean it up. A lot of times the employees, the forest preserve employees will be out there helping pick it up. And then a little bit later we're going to talk about why it's important to pick up litter and other things you can do with these household items instead of just throw them out your car window. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but we'll talk about different things you can do once they get this all finished. So it looks like they're done here. So let's go over their results and see how they did. So they have a banana peel at 2 to 4 weeks, and the actual time it takes for a banana peel to decompose is 3 to 4 weeks. So that's pretty much on. Apple core, 2 to 4 weeks, and the correct answer is 2 months. So they were a little bit off. Go move it down here to 2 months. Orange peel, they had at 1 month. The actual answer for orange peel is 6 months. It takes a little bit longer than a banana peel or an apple core. Next, they have paper towel, which is 2 to 4 weeks. They had that at 2 months, so it's a little bit shorter than that. They also have a paper bag at 2 months, and a paper bag is also a month. So there you go for that. Down here we have a milk carton at 5 years, and the actual answer is, for a milk carton, is 5 years. They got that correct. Plastic bottle, they have 10 to 12 years, and the actual answer is, for a plastic bottle, is 450 years. So they got that one off. So every time you throw a plastic bottle, or anybody throws a plastic bottle in the woods, it's going to be there 450 years unless it's removed somehow. That's something bad to think about. Or sometimes a rain will come and it'll get washed into the water and it end up in the ocean, and we'll have a whole continent of plastic bottles and other garbage out there. So next is, oh, did I miss wool sock? Wool sock you guys had at 6 months. It actually takes a wool sock 1 to 5 years to decompose. A milk carton, 5 years, it's correct. For a cigarette butt, they had 25 to 40 years. It's actually 10 to 12 years, but that's a pretty good guess. Every cigarette butt you see that's getting thrown away, it's going to be there for 12 years, unless it's taken away by an animal. An animal might eat it, which is very bad for it, or it might get washed off in the rain and into the ocean again. Leather boots, we did that right. Leather boots is 25 to 40 years. An aluminum can, they have down here 50 to 100 years. The correct answer is 200 to 500 years. So every aluminum can, you see a lot of these in the woods or being littered, that will be there for 200 to 500 years. Plastic bag, they had at 50 to 100 years. The correct answer is 200 years at least. Could be up to 1,000 years. Fishing line, they had 200 to 450 years. And the correct answer is 600 years. So they were pretty close on that. We already did the plastic bottle. And here we have a diaper. So like I was telling these guys, diapers, if you have a baby, you're going to use a diaper 4 or 5 times a day. And if that baby doesn't get diaper potty trained till they're 2, you're going to use a couple thousand diapers per baby. And each one of these diapers is going to take 550 years to decompose. So that is a long time. So looking at all this, does it make you think about littering? What you could do instead of just throwing stuff out there, you know, being lazy and just throwing stuff out the car window when you're driving by, or walking around somewhere and dumping it? What's some other things you can do instead of littering?
Well, you can reduce, recycle, and reuse. And you can also start a compost bin. Sure.
In your backyard for gardening? Okay. What does, Lucy, reduce mean?
Reduce is to use less of. So you could use less plastic.
Right. Instead of taking using plastic bags at the grocery store, bring your own bags. A lot of people do that. And why is litter so bad for the forest preserve? Other than the fact that it's just ugly, why is it really actually bad for the environment? Like,
Well, it can harm the animals in the environment. And for example, this piece of plastic could go on land or in water. It could suffocate animals, or they could eat it, and it would mess up their stomachs.
that's right. A lot of these animals, they don't know what plastic is. They see it. It looks somewhat edible. They might try to eat it, choke them, and all kinds of other things. Another thing a lot of people don't think about is when they throw their used McDonald's bag out on the street, driving by, when they're done, they eat half of it, throw it out. An animal will smell that, an animal will then come out to the street, and that puts himself in danger of getting hit or something. So I hope we made you think a little bit about littering today, made you think about how long it takes to decompose, for stuff to decompose. Maybe you learned some stuff you didn't know before. And if you have any questions or you want to know more about our programs at the Forest Preserve, you can go to fpdcc.com, Forest Preserve District of Cook County, fpdcc.com. And you can also sign up to volunteer if you want to help us pick up some of this litter. We have different programs. We'll go on hikes and we'll bring our little garbage pickers and help make things look better and help the environment. So thank you for joining us.